Welcome to NJIT Math Podcast today. My name is Tao Ling, and I will try to show you how to multiply two polynomials today. So let's start with a simple example. We have to multiply 4x cubed with 3x squared minus 5x plus 7. The steps are quite simple. If one polynomial is the single term here is multiplied by the other bigger polynomial has more terms, what you have to do is just simply distribute this term and multiply it with each single term. Okay, so let's write that out. So this is going to equal to 4x cubed multiplied by 3x squared, plus that 4x cubed multiplied by the second term, which is negative 5x, plus 4x cubed multiplied by 7. Okay, so now we just have to do them individually. So when we multiply two monomials, so it's a single term of a polynomial, what you have to do is you multiply the coefficients and add the degrees. Okay, so if you multiply the coefficients, 4 times 3 gives you 12, and when you add the degree, 2 plus 3 gives you 5, so x to the 5th power. Now plus, plus for the second term, you multiply the coefficients, so 4 times minus 5 gives you minus 20, and then you add the degrees, so this is the third degree, x to the third power, and this is just x, which is the first degree, x to the first power. So 3 plus 1 will give you 4, so this is x to the fourth power. Okay, plus 4, and we have the third term, which is 4 times 7 gives you 28, and x3 is multiplying by, just by itself, so x to the third. Okay, so this gives you 12 x to the 5th minus 20 x to the 4th plus 28 x cubed. And that's your final answer. Okay, so let's look at a slightly more complex example. So now both polynomials are complicated, so are more than one term. Okay, 4x squared plus 3x, and you want to multiply this by x squared plus 2x minus 3. How do you do this? Well, you distribute the term. So remember earlier I said you distribute the term to individual ones. Now you just do it separately. Okay. Okay. Now that means you can ignore the 3x and just look at 4x squared first. So now it's 4x squared, multiply this by the whole thing. So it's 4x squared multiplied by x squared plus 2x minus 3 plus 3x x squared plus 2x minus 3. See what I did? I break this up into two separate terms. Okay. So now when you do this, this is just similar to the problems we just did, except that now it's two of those problems. Okay. So if you do this, you do the same thing I taught you earlier, and write all the terms out. So it will be 4x squared times x squared plus 4x squared times 2x plus 4x squared times minus negative 3. I know it's a little bit long, right? Square plus 3x times 2x plus 3x minus 3. Alright, now multiply the coefficients. Well, the coefficients of x squared is really 1, because 1 multiplied by x squared, it's still x squared. So 4 times 1 gives you 4. And when you add the degrees, 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay? Plus, now 4 times 2 is 8, x to the third power. And here so 4 times negative 3 gives you negative 12. So you do negative 12 x squared. Okay? Plus 3 to the x cubed. Now it's this term. Plus this term is 2 times 3 is 6. X times x gives you x squared. And the last term is 3 times negative 3, so it's negative 9x. Okay? So now this should be the solution, except that we have 8x to the cube plus 3x cubed, and also minus 12x squared plus 6x squared. We can combine those terms, right? So this is equal to 4x to the fourth. And then you add this term and that term. 8x to the cube with 3x to the cube. X cubed. So 8 plus 3, you just add the coefficients. 8 plus 3 is 11. So plus 11x cubed. Now you have minus 12x squared plus 6x squared. X squared. So minus negative 12 plus 6 gives you negative 6. So it's negative 6x squared minus 9x. And that is your final solution. Okay? So good luck with your study, and hope you have a wonderful day.